Welcome everyone to the Tactical Tavern. I am your host, Tomas Alas, and in this video we are reviewing the Bastinelli Big Dragotac. Now previously this knife was introduced, then it was discontinued, and recently re-released. We're going to see what it has to offer, and by the end of this review you'll know if it's right for your everyday carry, outdoor adventure, or next tactical mission. With that being said, let's cut into it. Before we begin this review, please take a quick moment to drop a like, share, and subscribe so that way you won't miss future gear reviews helping you upgrade your everyday carry. This Bastinelli Big Dragotac comes in with an impressive overall length of 10.5 inches and a blade length of 4.5 inches comprised of M390 steel that has been dark stonewash finished. They also make a satin finish, however I much prefer this dark stonewash as it does aid in some light reflection, but both options are fantastic. The scales are made from a light textured G10 and a smooth titanium backside that is also dark stonewash finish to match the blade. A unique feature for me that I really enjoy is the see-through pivot screw that goes all the way through this knife, and that is something unique that I've never seen on any other knife. Opening the Big Dragotac is done via the large thumb disc, which you can use your thumb to smoothly deploy it. You can also use your middle finger to give it a nice flick, and if you're feeling really brave, you can also use the weight of the blade alone with a little pop there to get it up and going. With that gravity deploy feature, you can also deploy it into reverse grip so you can transition to a wide variety of different grips. Locking this knife into place is the integral frame lock that is titanium, but it also has a lock bar insert helping stabilize it and also prevent any over travel. If you're brand new to everyday carry, previous integral locks were made of just titanium and those would wear out kind of quickly, so steel inserts were added to where the lock connects. This ensures longevity for the knife and that you have a positive lockup with no side-to-side play. On the same note, there's also an overstop travel pin added to the inside of the lock so the outside looks smooth, but it will prevent you from over engaging the lock and bending it out of frame, ensuring that you will have a long lasting knife. Keeping this knife in your pockets is a milled pocket clip out of titanium, and it also has that dark stonewash finish to match the rest of the knife. On this same note, as we travel towards the back end of this knife, there is some additional jimping that will help facilitate a reverse grip and a glass breaker. Now I love this glass breaker for a couple of reasons. First off, this glass breaker is not super high and sharp like other microtechs have been in the past, meaning that you can comfortably and aggressively thumb cap this and ensure that you can transition to multiple grips for different sort of assisted push cuts. I also enjoy this feature as it provides safe context for this knife. Because it is now a rescue tool, you have a little bit more justification for carrying around such a gigantic folding knife. Also, the jimping towards the back end of this is seamlessly integrated with the titanium and G10 handle scales, so it adds a lot of grip and it is subtly done so it's not overly aggressive but still comfortable to use no matter how you choose to hold this knife. On the topic of grips, I really enjoy how this pistol grip aligns with the bone structure and provides a lot of distance for this knife, but yet there's still many grooves and cutouts that are quite comfortable no matter how you want to hold this knife, especially for any sort of detailed cutting tasks. The steel starts out quite thick but tapers down quickly to a razor edge, meaning that you can comfortably dice through and slice through materials without having to force your way through. The geometry on this is very well executed. The large thumb disc also provides a comfortable platform for you to base your thumb off for any sort of prolonged hard cutting tasks through thicker materials. This large thumb disc also helps enable this knife to deploy in under a second, similar to an Emerson wave feature or a cold steel holdout, and I think that is a cool hidden feature of such a large knife. The Bastinelli Big Dragotac certainly has a lot to offer. However, one thing I'm not the biggest fan of is this pocket clip. While carrying and testing this out, I found that it was a little bit on the sharper side, so I would love to see it rounded off. However, it does a great job of securely holding this knife while it's in the pocket. Another thing is that while it's in the pocket, it does have that dark stonewash finish to the pocket clip, so it doesn't attract unwanted attention and actually looks slightly smaller than it really is while it sits in your pants. For everyday carry cutting tasks, this knife is fantastic. I have found that it has such a great and versatile blade shape, as well as having enough belly to work as an impromptu chef's knife. I have found the tip is great for popping through zip ties or boring a hole through a leather belt, and it has amazing edge retention with that M390 steel. For outdoor adventure use, I found that thicker spine makes a very comfortable platform to use for extended carving tasks, such as making a figure 4 trap, and that lock is very strong so you can easily hammer in 10 stakes no matter how you choose to hold this knife, as well as being thin and slicey enough to easily facilitate feather stick fire making. One of the more surprising features of this knife is that the top spine is sharp enough that you can shower a ferro rod so you can effortlessly get a fire going if this was the only knife you had on you. In a tactical or personal protection situation, this knife excels because of the added reach that you get with the length, the secure grip that you have, and fast deployment with that extra large thumb disc. Now, getting this knife knife back into the pocket, a pro tip I recommend is making sure that you're not touching that integral lock. Make sure your hands are lower and this knife will smoothly drop into place. Otherwise, you're fighting yourself to close this knife, but once you release it, you are met with an ultra smooth KVT ball bearing system. This Bastinelli Big Dragotac is functional, versatile, and all around intimidating, as well as being a fantastic option if you're not a big fan of supporting other large folding knife brands. At the time of this review, you can find this knife around $380, and in my personal opinion, it is absolutely worth that price. If you want something a little bit more subtle, but like the features that this knife offers, I recommend you check out the Bastinelli Dragotac Compact that comes in at around $250. Ultimately, this is such a fun, large knife to carry because it is very well balanced, extremely versatile in cutting performance, and it never fails to get great reactions when I whip it out. Do me a favor and let me know what are your thoughts on this Big Dragotac from Bastinelli in the comment section down below, as well as what other gear would you love to see featured here on this channel. If you found value from this review in any way, please make sure to drop a like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you turn on bell notifications so you are the first to know of new reviews, helping you upgrade your everyday carry with gadgets, gear, and unique accessories. Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram at Tactical Tavern to get a behind the scenes look at new gear, upcoming and interactive polls, and fun gear giveaways. With that being said, my name is Tomas Salas. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And remember, be prepared, be practical, stay tactical.